Here's what I eat in a day to look and feel my best. For me, there are two components of this. I do my best to eat nutritious foods, whole foods, high fiber, high protein, and I also really try to tune into my body, listen to my hunger cues, not eat past full, and just always keep eating to feel good at the forefront of my mind. So let's get into the food. I started with an iced whole milk latte with honey, and then I had my chia seed pudding bowl. I topped this chia pudding with a bunch of berries, peanut butter, and honey. I do usually like to put some banana in there. I think it's such a sweet fruit topping, but I was out of ripe ones. They were all very yellow and not any brown spots yet, so that is just not a banana for me. Then I had some electrolytes and a second coffee. I've been loving cold brew with sweet cream Chobani creamer, and I also put some stevia in there. The Splenda stevia is so yummy. For lunch, I made a little sandwich. It was chicken, cheese, mayo, Dijon mustard on a whole grain, high fiber slice of bread, or two slices of bread, obviously. There is just something about a homemade sandwich on a hot summer day. It just hits so hard, especially if it's eaten in a bathing suit by the pool or by the beach. Then I had a bunch of beverages. I've been loving poppies. I had a raspberry rose, and then I had a mineral water, a Topo Chico. Me and my family went to a little oyster bar, and I'm not the biggest fan of oysters, but I did have some tuna. This was like poke, I don't really know how to say it. I think I had like 2 chips of this, and I had 1 chip with a little tuna tartare on it. It was very, very yummy. And then I did try 1 oyster, but they're not for me. I just really don't understand the hype, you know? I was like, do I bite it? Do I swallow it whole? I don't really know. But I did have 1 oyster. And then my family was hosting a barbecue tonight, so it was kind of a situation where I was getting hungry, but I knew it was going to be a while for dinner. So I had some popcorn. This was Skinny Pop. And then I had 4 of these deviled eggs, so I guess like 2 eggs total. And these deviled eggs were so yummy. In this scenario, I opted for the deviled eggs over like the chips and everything because I knew that they would actually fuel me. They were protein. They were more like real food. I try not to just go like crazy on the chips and dip because I know that won't make me feel my best. Then I had another poppy. I was like, it's 2 poppies in one day, crazy, but I love fun beverages, especially in a scenario when a lot of people are drinking alcohol, and I don't love drinking alcohol, so a lot of times I'll opt for something like this or a seltzer. Then I had 2 slices of bread with this bruschetta burrata dip. It was so good. This is my barbecue plate. I had corn, a cheeseburger, and some Italian sausage. Corn on the cob is always one of my favorite things at a barbecue, so I knew I had to have that. And then I focused on the protein mainly because I was like already pretty full. I wasn't super hungry at this point, and I knew I wanted to save some room for dessert. So I had some chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and chocolate chips on top, and it was the perfect sweet treat to end the night. And I also had some chamomile tea, and that was everything I ate. Bye, guys.